The nature of war in general, is violence. The character of a war or a category of war is determined by how that violence is applied by the parties to the conflicts in question. This explains why the character of war varies from one clime to another or generations to another. This is because parties to the war respond to the use of violence differently and as it is presented. The Nigerian Civil War, also known as the Nigeria-Biafra War, broke out on July 6, 1967 and ended on January 15, 1970. An estimated 3 million people on both the Nigerian and the Biafran sides lost their lives during the war. Participants of Army War College Nigeria Course 7 2023, academia, members of the armed forces, and legionnaires have examined and analyzed lessons from the imperatives of critical national infrastructures during the Nigerian Civil War, which is asset, services, and systems that support the economic, political, and social life of a nation.
Before now, we have been studying as part of military knowledge. You always study other wars. We have studied First World War, Second World War. In our curriculum, we still study Burma campaign, Arab-Israeli war, and other wars from other places. So for the 4th edition now, we have included the study of Nigerian Civil War, our own war here. There is still something to learn from that unfortunate incident, so that now we can digest the lessons from there and continue to improve in what we do. So that in addition to what we study from other wars in other areas and other arenas, we also study our own war, where we learn lessons sometimes unique to our own environment, unique to our own conduct of the operations, and see how we can continuously improve in what we do.
Stakeholders during the symposium, which was organized for participants of Army War College Nigeria Course 7 2023, with the theme Imperatives of Critical National Infrastructure in the Nigerian Civil War, Lessons for Operational Level Commanders, which is the 4th to be held in the college. The special guest of honor, Chief of Army Staff, while declaring the symposium open, said the study of the Nigerian Civil War has huge potentials to bring out valuable lessons that could contribute in addressing the current security challenges confronting the nation.
It is said that nationhood can either be forged through the furnace of war or by peaceful means. In the case of our dear country, Nigeria, at a very young age then, barely 7 years after independence, we had the sad experience of a violent civil war, which lasted from July 1967 to January 1970. Sad as it was, the study of Nigerian Civil War has huge potential to bring out veritable lessons that could contribute in addressing the current security challenges confronting our nation. This therefore informed the decision to include the study of Nigerian Civil War in the Army War College Nigeria curriculum is aimed at grooming the capacities of operational level leaders in basic military strategic thinking and planning.
In his opening remarks, the Commandant Army War College Nigeria, Major General Bamidele Alabi, noted that the symposium is an important part of Module 6 of Army War College Nigeria curriculum, Nigerian Civil War, as part of its military history curriculum, as it provides an avenue for invited guests to share their views on the Nigerian Civil War.
Army War College Nigeria has the Civil War as part of its military history module. The objective of the symposium is to study and teach both operational and strategic level activities of the Nigerian Civil War for better understanding of the battlefield defense and operational outcome, as well as activities that characterize the war. It is in the spirit of this mandate that the college organizes an annual symposium on the Nigerian Civil War to create a forum to bring together erudite scholars, experts in military history, and retired senior officers who witness the war to share their thoughts and personal experiences.
One of the resource persons from Center for the Study of Leadership and Complex Military Operations, Nigerian Defense Academy, noted that the scope of this paper covers the role and utilization of critical national assets and infrastructure during the Nigerian Civil War.
Critical national infrastructures are seen to be vulnerable to all kinds of threats and risks, ranging from lack of funding, technical error, natural disasters to malicious attacks of all sorts. Not surprisingly, however, since the terrorist attack in New York and Washington in 2001, Madrid in 2004 and London in 2005, protecting infrastructures is mainly discussed as a measure against terrorism.
The second paper by an associate researcher at Army War College, Nigeria, said the purpose of his paper is to critically examine the imperatives or importance of critical national assets and infrastructure in warfare.
Two, it's also talking about the issue of chance. In other words, how proactive are you? Because if you are proactive, you have taken the initiative. And when you take the initiative, you are likely to have a probability outcome. In such a way you could win or you could lose. It's a game of chance. So these three major factors of reason, of chance, and of law. This major reason, these three factors that class of passion, of reason and chance, they are the factors that influences the character of war anywhere in the world. Because as parties begin to engage themselves in warfare, passions are inflamed. The reason why you went into the war is the motivation for it. Then you take your chance as you fight.
Terror forces and the Biafran forces. A good example of the Niger bridge which was blew down by the Biafrans after when they were fought back after the Midwest invasion. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if we are really talking about this infrastructure in the Nigerian Civil War, one can rightly say that it is one of the immediate causes of the Nigerian Civil War. Because after the Aguri Accord, the first move that the federal government did was the creation of states, if you can all recall. And the subsequent action by the government of the defunct Eastern region under Ojukwu was the seizure of the federal government infrastructure that were stationed in the defunct Eastern region.
Critical national assets and infrastructure anywhere in the world are very important to the welfare and well-being of the country. This is because the critical national asset infrastructure make life easy and also help in creating modernity in the society. The imperatives of critical national asset infrastructure to warfare cannot be overemphasized, and the Nigerian Civil War was not an exception. Olayemi Eson for Spy TV.